Who wants to have some memories triggered? 3, 2, 1. Thank me later. Doesn't that bring back so many memories? I just forgot to put it in like other videos, so it's coming back. It made it come back. Soft acoustic guitar, piano, relaxing instrumental music for chilling background music. That's what it's called. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. If you are new, then hello, my name is Marie. I do mental health videos, I do vlogs, I do a shit ton of weird videos that... No, I don't even do that. I'm not even that weird online. Well, I am, but I'm not. But mostly mental health. So, yeah, every Monday I do a mental health Mondays, which, like, today it is Monday. Therefore, the mental health Mondays are ensued. And today we are touching on a subject which I have avoided for years. I'm not even joking. I have avoided talking about BPD and attachments for so long because this is going to be the disclaimer of the video. I am not a therapist, I am not a psychologist, I am not a psychiatrist. I'm literally just a girl who has been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and has had experience with how life works with BPD and how life doesn't work with BPD. So I just want to say whatever I'm saying is all my personal experience, so please don't take it as like gospel, because it's not. It's literally just my opinion, and who cares about my opinion? Fucking no one. We are gonna talk about favourite people, attachments, my experience with losing a favourite person, my experience with attachments, and basically I asked on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I asked for anything to do with BPD, like subjects you'd like, and attachments was the most common one. So I thought, you know what, you might as well have to do it. Like, it's not that I don't want to do it, it's more that I'm scared of getting the wrong thing said, like saying the wrong thing. So yeah, like I said, everything's just my opinion, everything's just my experience. No qualifications here, only has GCSEs. Oh. So I wrote some things down on my phone, and yeah, let's just get into it. So first of all, people are going to be like, what is, if they don't have BPD, they're not really in that realm, they might not know what a favourite person is. And I was thinking of a way to describe it, because it's not like, your favourite person is not like your best friend. Like, it's a different kind of vibe and a different kind of emotional state. I feel like you have an emotional dependency on this person, and you don't necessarily choose the person who it's going to be. So I didn't choose who my favourite person was going to be, and it turned out that it was my CPN, which is fucking weird, but that's the way it was. I didn't have it at the start, it didn't trigger straight away, it developed over time, and yeah, it's not a best friend, it's more of a, you start to base your life around this person. It's more of like, it's not, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it's a bit of an obsession almost. It can be, it can become that. It can become, I'm gonna base my life around you and everything to do with you. I mean, how mental does that sound? But it's true, and it's fine. There's nothing to be ashamed about with it. It's just, when you say it out loud, it's like, is that a stalker behaviour? It's not. It's not your fault that you developed this emotional dependency on this person. So it just happens, and you know, when shit happens, you have to deal with it. So we are just gonna deal with this shit, and it's going to be fine. Why do people with BPD form attachments? Obviously, like I said before, I am not a doctor. I don't know. Is the answer. I don't know, but I know that they do happen, so I can tell you my experiences from that, but I can't tell you necessarily why. All I can say is like behavioural actions and emotional dysregulation may go hand in hand and start to form things like attachments in order to feel protected. Does that make sense? So like, I feel like I formed an attachment because it was where I felt safe. It was with who I really thought would change the situation that I was in, or at least having that person with you during that situation makes anything better. So yeah, I don't know why. I tried to look online, like, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to look online to see why BPD have attachments, and I don't understand the fucking lingo that is being said. So honestly, if you want to find out, go and have a look, but I don't know. All I know is that it happens, and it's okay, but it's kind of shit as well. Like, it's really difficult, and I'll get into that a bit later. So with my favourite person, my attachment, I got attached to my old CPN, as many of you know. So I'm going to just talk about my experience with it, because I don't feel like at the moment I have a favourite person. I don't feel like I have an emotional dependency on anyone. I have obviously people I care about massively, but not in the same way that I've had it with, do I say her name? I don't know. Not in the same way I had it with my old CPN. So I used to be not obsessed, but like I used to plan my day. Like, say if she was coming to visit me, I would plan my day around her visit. I would plan out how I would act and how I would respond to questions and how I would get her attention. Like, it's kind of, it sounds a bit messed up, but it's not. It's just what it is. I don't know if any of you relate to that. Please let me know your experiences in the comments, because for me, talking about it, it is kind of, it's not embarrassing, but it's like, you really admitting to that online? Yeah, I am. So fuck you. It wasn't anyone's fault that I developed this dependency. But I think this dependency comes with a lot of expectation and a lot of unfulfilled promises, not promises, and not promises, but maybe like unfulfilled expectations, because you picture this person, you idolize this person. That's how I can kind of describe it. You idolize this person. It's like a roller coaster, because say if I had a good session with I keep saying her name, fucking hell, with talking to my old CPN, I would be on such a high. Like, my emotional regulation, my emotions would zoom up. But if I had a bad session, oh my god, like it was the end of the world. And it's not like they're your drug, because that sounds really, like, when I say it about my old CPN, I know it sounds inappropriate, and it kind of is inappropriate, because you shouldn't feel this way about a person. Like, I don't feel this way about my CPN currently, but I did feel this way prior, because I felt that this person gave me safety and security, but it's distorted. It's not real. They can't fix you, and I got a lot of questions about what happens when they leave. So I'm going to talk about that, because obviously my old CPN is my old CPN for a reason, because I don't have her anymore. But I had her as my nurse, my community nurse, for nearly 4 years. And at the start, it's really funny, like at the start I really didn't like her. I didn't like her because she used to tell me off for being in my pyjamas, or like she'd be like, only sick people wear pyjamas, Marie. And I'd be like, fuck off, don't tell me what to wear in my own house. But I had a lot of respect for her, even though I didn't like her at the start, because she would say it how it is, and I'm so for that with people. Anyway, so that's long story short. Basically, developed an emotional attachment to her. It was weird. It's kind of strange, but you know, we just gloss over that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's weird, it doesn't matter if it's inappropriate, it just matters how you cope with it. And if it starts to ruin your life, that's when you need to start taking action, okay? This is the message I'm trying to give out, is that it's yes, it might sound strange to people, it might sound inappropriate, it might be inappropriate, it might be strange and distorted, but as long as you're able to cope with it, as long as you're able to maintain it and not allow it to rule you, things are okay. But once it takes its turn round the corner and starts to take over your whole life, we need to fix that, honey, don't we? So anyway, so my CPN left in 2000 and I want to say 19. I think it was about 2 years ago. I think it was about a year and a half ago. I don't know. Anyway, she left and I found it really difficult. It wasn't a impulsive, like, oh Marie, by the way, I'm going today. It was a lead up, which made it obviously better and more professional, but it made it very difficult for me because I would think about it all the time, the fact that she was leaving. And the only way, because so many people ask me, like, how do you get through it? And the only way I could do it was really honestly was by thinking, I knew that she was going further and getting a better job and like benefiting herself so much. And all I wanted to do is be proud for her, because yes, I had like a weird attachment to her, but I did have a normal relationship with her as well. Like, we did have this kind of mutual understanding of what our boundaries were. So I had this attachment inside me, but externally I had set boundaries and I wouldn't cross them, which I think is good. So yeah, the only way I really coped with her leaving was by thinking of how much she's gonna be happier, and like I was just proud of her. So in my head it was like, I'm sad she's gone from me, but I know she's doing this for herself and she's doing it amazingly. And honestly, she was amazing because she set in place so much stuff for me afterwards so that I wouldn't be left just like alone. She was amazing. She was honestly an amazing woman, and she saved my life on so many occasions. And I do miss her, like I really miss her. I miss talking to her, I miss being able to just get her opinion on things, because I really valued her opinion. So yeah, that's the way I coped with it, was by constantly reminding myself that she is going to somewhere better, like she is benefiting herself so much. And that was really powerful because that kind of overtook the selfishness of the attachment away. It kind of overrided that. So I wouldn't say Pip and Dylan are my favourite people. I don't have that like attachment to them. Obviously I have the best relation, like they are my soulmates, my twin flame, but not in the same, like I don't have the attachment of them being my favourite person in the same way that I did with others. However, when Dylan left, it did take a massive toll on me in 2016 when we split up, and it was I asked him last night actually what happened to me when he left, and this is what he said. I'm just gonna ask him. So he was my favourite person back in sorry, not now, favourite person, I'm joking, back in, when was it, 2016?
Yeah, it's 2016.
Yeah, what happened when I lost you? Like what did you notice? Because like we went basically a year without like talking, but we would still check up on each other. So what did you notice?
I'm just a nervous wreck and got fat. But really, isn't it? What's it?
I know, so rude, but yeah, I found it very difficult. I was very unstable. That's all I can say, was that I was on a roller coaster ride all the time. My emotions were just so heightened, and it's like when Pip went into hospital, I found it very difficult because I was like, I need to be there for her, but I can't have her for 24/7. Like, she's not always going to be there for me. Like, she's got her own problems to deal with. And yeah, it is really difficult. And I think what the best thing to do is allow yourself to know that it's okay to find these things difficult. No one talks about it. Like, honestly, I tried to find videos online about borderline personality disorder and favourite people, and there are fucking none. So if you want me to kind of continue this as a series in terms of like, not favourite people necessarily, but like the borderline personality traits and how to deal with them, let a girl know, I can do that. So that is the majority of things that I have to say really on favourite people. I would really love your guys' input, because I feel like experiences are the way that we understand each other, and I feel like if we all, like in the comments, like I wish when I had these, not issues, but like when I was dealing with these situations, I wish I had somewhere where I could be like, look, I'm feeling this is weird, I don't feel like I should be feeling this, what do I do? And sometimes all you need is for someone to go, you know what, it's okay to feel that, just don't let it overtake you. And that's one thing that I just want to remind you of, is that it's okay to feel attached to people, it's okay to be scared of them leaving, because I think that's one thing that is very prominent, is that you do things to make sure that they don't leave you, and if they react in a way that is like that they are going to leave, or that they are going to not be present anymore, or as strongly present in your life, you start to not act out, because I don't think it's acting out, and even if it is acting out, I don't think acting out is a bad thing. You can't always help it, but you just retaliate in a way that is scared and insecure and vulnerable, and I feel like people take advantage of that with people with borderline personality disorder, is they just put them in a box and say that they are attention seeking, or you know, like outbursts of emotions, and it's like, these people, it's like, we can't help it. We can obviously learn to control ourselves, and that takes time, but it's just our natural reaction to situations, and I want people to know that it's okay to have those, and you will learn how to control them. They won't control your life forever, but don't let people take advantage of you, or talk down to you when you're in these situations, because you are no lesser of a person just because you react in a different way. You know, BPD people, the reality of borderline personality disorder, that is it. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment something about attachments, or your experience, or any questions that you have for me, or anything that I should discuss in another video. My next borderline personality disorder video is going to be either the positives of the symptoms, like the positive of it, or the negative symptoms that borderline personality disorder has. So if you're interested in that, give this video a like and let me know, because I don't know if more specific borderline personality disorder videos, because I know a lot of people are diagnosed with it. I'm not going to go into, I had so many questions about like whether it's overdiagnosed. That is not my place to talk. I don't know. Like, yes, I have an opinion, but it doesn't make a difference. Like, whatever I say is, do you know what I mean? Like, just, I don't need to comment on that. But I think I can comment on things that we experience and just try and rationalize them a bit more and talk about them and make them okay, because I don't think you should ever be ashamed of them. They are you, and you are fine, and I'm so proud of you for how far you've got and how hard you're fighting. So please comment, like, subscribe. Ooh, just kicked you. Please comment, like, and also subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Stay safe. I love you. Bye.